Hello. Welcome to Wednesday. Wednesday is it's my meeting day. Before getting here, I probably have about 5 or 6 meetings. So this is my Zoom day. So maybe a little bit tired as I get here today, but it is a wonderful time to have gratitude. Our Torah portion this week, we've been talking about the last 2 days, how we got here. What are the elements and experiences that went into this year that brought us to this very moment and this very place in our lives, this now? But I don't want us to lose sight as to where that came from. At the beginning of the Torah portion, the first fruits are brought to the altar and offered to God in thanks, in gratitude. And the reason why we got on this, how did I get here now, is that the first words that you say is your history. How did I arrive at this moment? And that leads to gratitude. First fruits, gratitude. How did I get here? You know, maybe it's important to know how I got here, but once I'm here, what becomes important is to give thanks and to say, this is not here because of me. I'm just on this ride. I'm just here for the journey. And this isn't my world. This isn't my land. This isn't my altar. This all belongs to, if you want to use the word God, if you want to use the word, it belongs to the universe. If you want to say it belongs to the world, it belongs to the fabric of everything that exists. But that it's important for us to have gratitude for this exact moment in our lives. Now, it could be, that's funny, I don't know if you hear the Somewhere Over the Rainbow is playing in the background in my neighbor's backyard, but I guess somewhere over the rainbow, right? We like to think that somewhere over the rainbow we're going to find, the great life. But the fact is we're in it. And no matter what gets in the way of that, whether it's people, whether it's our own emotions, whatever it is that gets in the way of us having gratitude for merely being and existing and being in this moment of our lives and having this moment in our lives, when those things get in the way, we have to kind of switch ourselves a little bit to say, even with all that, I still have gratitude for my life, for the things and the people that are in my life. And it gives us what we need to live. So at the time when we're asking, what got me here? We need to also say, wow, I'm here. Wow, I've got everything I've got, and I'm lucky because I'm here. You may not love this, but I'm going to quote Jumanji. I've been watching Jumanji with my daughter. Or actually, I've made her watch it because I think they're great, hilarious movies. But anyway, Danny DeVito plays a grandfather in the latest one. And throughout the whole movie, he's saying, getting older sucks. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And at the very end, he says, getting older. And the grandson is like, I know, getting older sucks. He says, no. He says, it's a gift. Not everyone gets older. Not everyone's life has the fullness that our lives have right now. There are many, many people who don't make it to whatever age you are, or that I am. So it leaves you with the understanding that wherever we are, it's an unbelievable gift. We have to have gratitude for just being here, not to mention all the wonderful things that we do have in our lives. And even if you're isolated in your home right now, even if you haven't been able to leave, that too is a gift, that you're here and you're able to feel that isolation or that loneliness. How wonderful. How wonderful to feel. How wonderful to exist. How wonderful to be. Breathe. Heartbeat. I can use all my fingers. I can kind of use my legs and my feet. Everything's working. I have to give thanks and be grateful for absolutely everything that I have. It's hard to find that gratefulness sometimes, especially after 6 months of quarantining ourselves or staying away from others, and the non-physical touch that we have outside of our home, and the social interaction that we're used to having face to face. It's really hard. And as the weeks go by, I'm sure you feel just as I do, that sometimes I'm outside of myself and just not feeling that gratefulness. I have to remind myself. I have to take notice of it and reestablish, I guess, recommit to that feeling of being grateful for everything that I have. So with all that in mind, let's move to our quiet time, our breathing. We're just breathing regular. We're just existing. We're being in the now. You know, and as we breathe, with each breath, we can say, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that breath. I'm grateful for that breath. I'm grateful for my existence. I'm grateful for all that is. I'm grateful for those who are in my life. I'm grateful for those who have been in my life and all that goes with that. Perhaps we can do some grateful thinking, some grateful noticing, and also maybe the places where we need to be grateful but we're not. So we're just breathing. We're just allowing ourselves, allowing everything to just be as it is for now. It'll change. Hopefully it'll really change at some point. But let's carry that inside of us. And then of course at the end we have our luminous and loved to feel, our luminescence, our light shining from us, from deep within our souls, to shine out into the world. So get yourself comfortable, yet in a strong position. We'll join back at the end and finish up with our feelings. But for this, as our thoughts take us, notice whether you're grateful or not. Notice whether your thought is an ungrateful thought or an ingrate thought, or whether it's filled with the gratefulness that needs to be there every moment of our lives. Here we go. We don't need to push our breath. We don't need to change it. We don't need to fix it. There's nothing to fix right now. There's only to be in our breath, to find gratefulness. Just wanted to give you a little reminder that our minds are for sure going to take us away from our breath. I invite you to just notice, and with love, bring yourself back to your breath, however long you can stay there on it. In the remaining minutes we have, I invite us all to move to asking for certain feelings. It's Wednesday, so may I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel light. May there be a shining inside of me that permeates outside. May the light that shines within me find its way out, luminous, kind of a glistening, shining light from within in our soul. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. To feel loved. There's someone else in the world that's thinking about you, caring about you. May I feel loved. To go back to the beginning of our talk is, you may be isolated, you may be alone. You are loved. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. Please continue with each breath asking for either the feeling of love or to feel luminous. May I feel luminous and loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel If you'd like to invite someone to sit in front of you or stand in front of you, someone you care deeply about, or someone you care deeply about but are having difficulty, or someone you just have a really rough time with, put them in front of you. May you feel luminous. May you feel loved. May you feel luminous and loved. And as you go through your breaths, offer it to them. Let's bring it back onto ourselves. Just a couple of luminous and loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous and loved. Just a couple of breaths there. And now let's go back into just a neutral position on our breath. Feel your breath come into your body and out. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found peace and stillness. May you feel luminous. And may you feel loved. And may you have a wonderful evening.